It is so much fun. So much fun. Drifting around. We did it! I'm out of rookies. Oh, man. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. But, man, I don't want to go anywhere yet. Stay right here. I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to spend a whole lot more time down in the rookies before I move up to D class. And I can't wait to do it. So, okay, here's the deal. You go through rookies. You start working on whatever it is that you want to do. You want to do road. You want to do ovals. You want to do rally. You figure out what kind of racing you want to do, and then you start working on it. Most people are going to get in that MX-5 and hop into the road series so that they can progress through their road license. The reason you do that is because it's broken down into 4 categories, like oval, road, dirt, rally, and I forget what the other one is. But you have to progress through rookie in each one of those designations. So people start off in Mazda 5s for the most part because that's the first track to road. And honestly, like, that's a pretty fun car to drive in the beginning. It is challenging. It sucks to learn. It feels like you're driving a boat all the way across the road. But once you figure it out, something just clicks and you want to keep going and you want to keep racing. I'm actually sad now that I'm out of rookies with the MX-5 series because I want to go back and try to win it. I got through it on a race that I went 4th place, and I got 4th place in it right out of the podium. I started in last. I didn't qualify or anything. I hopped in right as we were in the grid, and I think I got into my car as the 4 lights came across. I was like, oh my God, here we go. Red and green. Boom. Like, I just hopped in just in time, and I went from last to 4th, feeling really good about myself. I turned on racing lines. I listened to a lot of the things that a lot of you said in some of my previous videos. Turning on racing lines was a huge, huge help. I didn't do it at first because I thought it was cheating. I felt like it was cheating, but like, dude, if you don't know what you're doing, how are you going to learn? So I threw my racing lines on, and then I could really learn the tracks. And I love Virginia International Raceway. Like, this is such a fun course, the North Course, I believe. That's what we're doing this week in the MX-5, and it's so much fun. I really got to know the course. I really got to know that car. What else did I do? I fixed my POV. I dropped it all the way down to 96. I was running like 108, and somebody said, hey, drop your POV down. And the way that I did that, I went through all kinds of calculations and stuff, but what it came down to was, like, you know when you're at the MX-5 and you're sitting in the dashboard, like, you can see on the dashboard there's those switches that you can fire. If you reach your finger out and you can't actually feel like you can touch it, that switch on the dashboard, then that's a problem. Once I brought my POV down and I went to go reach out, the switch was right under where my finger was. It was like right where it should be. And that's when it clicked for me. I was like, oh, okay. Now, what I had to give up to do that was I can't see really much of any of my side mirror anymore at all. And honestly, I think I'm okay with that because I could never match the POV in the side mirror with the rear view mirror. Tell me if I'm crazy. Hit me up in the comments. Is there a way to do that? Because it just, this is what I mean. It would constantly look like I'd be driving, I'd be cruising, I'd look at my side mirror and see somebody's coming out hot on me. And then I'd look in the rear view mirror and they're not even close. And I know there's that whole, like, you know, objects in the rear view mirror much closer than they appear or whatever that is. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, like, the side view mirror made it look like people were like on my ass. And then I'd look up in the rear view and it's like, oh no, they're like 8 car lengths behind me. So, like, honestly, I'm kind of fine with losing the side mirror. I don't really need it. It didn't do anything other than like freak me out the whole time. So now that I have the right POV, I've got my racing lines down. It's really just about racecraft, like really figuring out how to avoid crashes, how to stay out of other people's way when I'm going slow. And I raced probably 2 or 3 in the series where I just got so frustrated. You know, people would crash into me, whether it were my fault or my own or somebody else's. And then I'd go back to the pits. You just have different experiences. And then finally, the 3rd race in the day, I'll tell you what clicked. It's that light. Do you see that red light? I change it to white when I race. I use red for the aesthetic because it matches the chair and everything I do is red. But when I race at night, I have found that if I have everything like dark around me, the screen is very bright and it's almost too much on my eyes. So then on the screen, there's like a power save or eye saver mode. So I did that and that kind of grayed out everything. I didn't like that. So what I ended up doing is I have overlights, like track lighting in my apartment. I turn those on very dim. So they're coming up from above. And then I turned this red light to white. Now watch the difference. Now just doing that gives me a little bit of light underneath the screen, and it allows for my eyes with a little bit under the screen and a little bit coming from above. Man, there was something that happened to me last night where it was the first time I had done that. And I don't know. I just felt like I was in the car. There's no other way to say it. Like everything else just kind of like faded into the background. And I didn't have to like squint at all to look at the screen because it was too bright with everything else surrounding it dark. Everything was just the right amount of lighting. And it really helped because I don't know what else to say. Like that was the only time I've ever gone through a race I only hit 2 off the track penalties. That's it. 2 out of 17. I mean, I was getting DQ'd like earlier in the day, not because of crashing, but just because I kept making so many mistakes. I get in like 1 wreck. That's like 6. And then you just, now you've got 11 mistakes in over 15 laps. And honestly, if you can't go 15 laps without going off the track 11 times, then you shouldn't be out of rookies in the first place. And that's why I was like not really rushing it. I was just getting frustrated. Like, why do I suck so bad at this? My God, I keep going off the track. I keep doing. It's like if you lose just a little bit of mental focus, the tiniest bit, off the track. Like my dog would do something and I'd be like, oh, hey, buddy. And boom, off the track, 1 point. Like, damn it. Right? And these races, like they're kind of long and it adds up. So what ended up happening when I changed the lighting and I played at night? Oh my God, 2 out of 17. And those 2 came at right at lap, I think 12 and 13. Like I kind of just lost a little bit of mental acuity there towards the end. And then I was like, come on, stay strong. Come on, finish. This is it. You're going to get out of rookies. And I gained 0.82, which flew me out of rookies. You start at 2.5. You just have to get to 3. So, think about that. 1 clean race, finishing in 4th, and I got 0.82. That alone would get you through rookies, okay? And the best advice that I've ever seen given is the one thing that I just did not want to do, which was let everybody go ahead of you and then race your own race. And I kept saying, like, well, why are we doing this here? Like, I don't want to cheat rookies. I don't want to do the easy thing to get me out of rookies. And then I end up in C class with a whole bunch of people who are better than me, who know how to race around people who have better racecraft. Racecraft means the skill of racing. I don't have that yet. And if I just let everybody fly ahead of me and then just race a clean race just to get clean points, well, that doesn't do me any good in the long run. So what I was doing is I was like, all right, screw it. I'm just going to rip it. I'm just going to rip it like I'm racing. And just try to get better down here in rookies and just try to get better. I'm trying to do it the right way, trying to overtake people the right way without tapping them, without touching them. I got my first clean overtake. It felt so much better than just like slamming into somebody and running them off the track. That's not how you do it. I took a corner better than them, recognized it, and then knew that I had them on the straight. And as soon as I passed them, it was this rush of like, oh my God, I can do this. And now that I finally went through it and I did it the right way, after that race, going only 2 points against me, finishing in 4th, flying through the rookies, I had this feeling of like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm addicted. I am now a racer. Not at all. I'm not good at any means, but I want to be one. I want to be good. I want to be good at this. I want to have fun with this. And I know that this was not a wrong purchase. I'm so thrilled with it. Like, I feel like a kid on Christmas morning, and I'm just excited to get back in the ring. I want to finish this video so I can get back to driving, but here's the real point of why I wanted to make this. Everybody's just like on YouTube, if you look around, everyone's just like, how to get out of rookies? How to get out of rookies? How do you get out of rookies? Why do you want to get out of rookies so bad? Like, what are you trying to do? Right? Like, because now you're going to start spending money. And I realize that because when you get to the D class, you're like, oh, cool. I can do like a GT4 series. Yeah, but I don't own any of the courses. So those courses, that's like $15 a week right there. You're going to have to buy a new course every week when they change it. And a new car. So that's another 15. So you see what I'm saying? You better know what you want before you start getting yourself into a path of buying things every week. So it's like, okay, maybe I should, And I thought to myself, dude, I have that Sparco handbrake. I would love to really work on some drifting. I'm messing around in rookies over in rallycross and dirt, and it is so much fun. So much fun. Drifting around. It's just, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. And learning that is a lot of fun. I'm just sitting in practice sessions, having a blast in the rookies over in dirt. So I'm doing that in the Volkswagen Beetle set up to drift, and I gotta tell you, it's a freaking blast. So like before I dive into, okay, it's D class, time to go ahead and buy me a F1 car, or an F4 car, or a GT4, like a Porsche series I can now get into. Like there's a lot of things that I can do and go have some fun. And I feel now that I have the skills to do it because I jumped into one of those cars. Spoiler alert, I bought one immediately. I was like, yeah, I want an F4 car. And yeah, I'm ripping around the track, and it's just from going from the Mazda MX-5 to that, it's like, okay. But I'm really glad that I took my lumps on the MX-5 and didn't like fly through rookies. I mean, I probably spent like 8 races in rookies just trying to figure out how to race around people with that, kind of a car, so that now I feel comfortable in a pack. I feel very comfortable with people right and left of me. And I understand, like, okay, I better hold my line because they expect me to do a certain thing, and I'm expecting them to do a certain thing. If I don't, our race is over. Don't screw it up. Like, it's a lot of fun. And it takes kind of like getting used to it. I'd rather get used to it down in rookies so that when I get up to a class that I'm actually, that's appropriate for me, I feel like I'm ready to roll. So don't fly through it. Try the different, races down in rookies. Try oval. Oval seems boring to me, but I'm going to try it just to see what's up. I bought an H pattern shifter because I drive stick in real life, and I really thought that would be fun, but not a lot of the cars in this game have H pattern shifting. The MX-5 used to have H pattern shifting. Did you know that? Apparently that's gone. So I was like, what a bummer. And, honestly, after feeling it click last night on the MX-5 with the paddles, I don't really want a H pattern shifter anymore. Right now, at least to race, I want to. I mean, I get it now, and I can be so much quicker. I mean, you can just. Oh, my heart is racing. My dog is ready. He knows I'm about to spend a whole day on the track, and I am excited to get into the D class. I am. I'm going to do the butt kicker G4 series because they start you out with a car that you own. So it's a G4 car that you actually already own. I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna get into that F4 series a little bit. But I want to spend some time drifting. I want to spend some time on ovals. I want to spend some time in pickup trucks. I mean, hell, what the hell? Why did you get this game, right? Spend all the time in the things that you already own, so that once it's time to spend some money, you at least know that you're buying things that you're going to want to do. That's my advice. I know you didn't ask for it, but hey, if you're wondering what I'm going to do, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm realizing that I am very, very new to this. I don't know a lot. I'm just documenting my journey, and if you want to follow me through it, I hope you do. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like these videos. Let's get this out to as many people as we can. I'm trying to make a side hustle out of this, not to make money, but literally to keep myself accountable to get better at a hobby that I have taken part in. And I'm so grateful for all of you for holding me to the fire, keeping me accountable, and helping me out in the comments section. So if you see something that I'm doing right or that I'm doing wrong in some of the races that I'm about to post, get in here. Or in something that I said today, get in here. Get in that comment section. The water's warm, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, that's it for today. I'm out of rookies. Time to spend the day on the track, doing whatever the hell. I'm just having so much fun because I finally realize I can do this. It's clicked. Have fun, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.